In 2009, the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship was created to elevate golf in a region with massive untapped potential. Since then, some of the best players in the game have been discovered.
I felt like I knew about Minwoo Lee, Cam Smith, Hideki Matsuyama before anyone else did.
It's a major in amateur golf. We all wanted to be on our A game heading into the event.
This has been a pathway that amateurs before 2009 could have only dreamt of having.
Last October, 120 emerging amateurs from the Asia-Pacific gathered in Japan for the 15th edition of the championship, hoping to secure a life-changing win on their quest towards joining golf's elite.
This is absolutely torched. Oh, yes. That is gorgeous. Striped it.
These guys really are the cream of the crop, and you will see these players competing in major championships very soon.
This event, it's growing our game in the region, and it's getting to that point now where the world's best are coming from here.
We are at the Taiheiyo Club in Gatumba, Japan, so it's about an hour and a half outside of Tokyo, and it's just an unbelievable backdrop for the 15th Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship.
Yeah, a little bit further away from home this time around, 10.5-hour flight to get into Tokyo, but yeah, it's awesome to be in Japan. It's somewhere I've always wanted to come to, so to get to defend my title here in Japan is going to be pretty awesome.
I've never been here before. Being somewhere you haven't been before is just a really cool experience enjoying on. It being Japan is even better. Kind of the blend of like just nature and like modern technology, it's awesome.
Everything's so advanced. I mean, I've gone into the hotel and they've got heated toilets. That's pretty cool. And never played this nice of a course. The views are just crazy.
We have many tree-line golf course like this, but this is special. Mount Fuji next to us.
Everybody in Japan, golfers, know this golf course. And this course is kind of a dream to play.
I'd never seen the Taiheiyo Club, and the first time I walked around it, I just absolutely fell in love with the place. You actually have to hit the golf ball really straight. You will not find a golf course in better condition than this one right here, and it's going to be a great test for these players.
This was Japan's second time hosting the Asia-Pacific Amateur, a sign of the priority they've placed on amateur golf. Over the years, the country has evolved in its development of young talent.
It's amazing when you come to a place like Japan because golf's been here for more than 100 years, but the growth, it was very limited.
そのジュニアスポーツでプロになっていった時代っていうのはトミーの時代からじゃないですか。
僕らの頃のアマチュアってすごく大変だったんですよ。プロになりたいなっていうことを言っただけでも、はい、そういうこと言っちゃいけませんよって言われたりで。僕がプロになってその時新人で大活躍をしたということで推薦されたんですね、オーガスタのマスターズ委員会に。テレビで見た憧れの舞台に行ける、もうワクワクドキドキ、もうすごかったですよ、もう。
And a lovely shot, Tommy Nakajima.
インパクトあったし、特にマスターズの彼の活躍っていうのは、ゴルフの一つのブームの先駆けであったし、またそれを広げていった大きな役割を持ってた、やっぱり素晴らしい選手だと思いますよね、やっぱ今でもね。
Down the middle, yes.
Japan has a long golfing history. It's produced a lot of great players on the men's side and more recently on the women's side. And in 2010, the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship was first played here in Japan at Kasumigaseki. A certain Hideki Matsuyama came through and won the championship.
Hideki Matsuyama of Japan, 15 under par.
Since then, we've seen just the power of his influence and inspiration on the Japanese players.
Our champion, ladies and gentlemen.
It was pretty evident to all of us who were here in 2010 that Hideki was a special talent and was obviously very popular here in Japan.
Just remember thinking this guy is crazy good, probably the best player I've ever played with as an AM. And even from early on in 2010, there was a buzz around him. And that week, it obviously kick-started his career.
It's very amazing because we never seen a Japanese amateur golfer make it to the Masters before.
Hideki Matsuyama, he's been maybe the greatest influence on all of our amateur players. Without his success, would we be having achieved what we have over the last few years? I'm not sure.
Hideki won this tournament in Japan. All Japanese golfer want to be him. We love Hideki Matsuyama.
Hideki broke the ceiling, and when you get someone like him who sort of just comes out of the crowd and says, I'm the best, the history books will show he has had a massive impact.
アジアアマチュアを出る子たちにはやっぱりそこからマスターズも勝つまで、そういうのをね見せれることができたと思うんで、アジアアマチュアに出る子たちはすごく勝ちたいっていう気持ちにもなってると思いますし。
Of course, now that he's gone on to become a Masters champion, that's now buoyed this championship and put it on the map as one of the premier amateur events in all of golf.
Since the Asia-Pacific Amateurs started in 2009, few countries have seen their level of golf improve more than Japan. Hideki Matsuyama's success created an influx of young players interested in the game, which helped build something bigger.
Yeah, when I came in, we were probably not performing, apart from Hideki, who had maybe just turned professional at that time. We weren't really performing as well in this region as we thought they should be.
He instituted sort of a holistic program. Previously, I think Japanese golf was defined largely by the driving range culture, hitting off mats. They now work predominantly on short game, and the results are inarguable at this point.
We've been putting so much effort to accelerate their learning. Physio, sports psychologist, 3D specialist, so it's actually team effort.
We feel like we've probably achieved quite a few things, and I think as they do develop their worldly skills, they're starting to show that they can really play.
I consider this the biggest event. Whoever wins this, life-changing win. Look at Japanese player Hideki, Takumi, and Keita. It changed their life.
Matsuyama had undoubtedly changed the amateur game in Japan when he won back-to-back Asian Ams in 2010 and 11. But it was Takumi Kanaya's performance in 2018 that proved Japan was ready to produce multiple top-end players.
In 2018, the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship had been already very successful. And that year we went to Sentosa in Singapore, which is a fantastic venue. The stage was set for a very special championship, and it didn't disappoint.
When the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship started, most observers felt that Japan would be a force, and they were, thanks to Hideki Matsuyama winning back-to-back very early on. But then it took a while for the second champion to emerge.
In 2018, Japan is one of the favorites, with Takumi Kanaya leading that charge and Keita Nakajima right on his heels. So this was very important for Japan to showcase that there are some serious amateurs beyond Hideki.
We had 10 different nations who were in contention thereabouts, from the Philippines, from New Zealand, from India. Takumi Kanaya ended up upstaging everybody.
Takumi Kanaya from Japan. He has a one-shot lead.
Takumi Kanaya played one of the best weekends in the history of the Asia-Pacific Amateur Championship. How's 64 and 65 to close it? He showed composure, too. There was a rain delay on Sunday, and sometimes you can lose your rhythm. But after the stoppage, Takumi came out and made 3 consecutive birdies beginning at the 14th hole.
Showing no nerves. What a weekend he's had here in Singapore after the 64 on Saturday. Oh, how about that?
Unbelievable, too.
I think we all were inspired by just the way he played that week and his performance.
Takumi Kanaya is heading to Augusta.
I want US Masters. Dream come true.
You can see what Takumi Kanaya has gone on to do in the game since then. He's a top player.
Matsuyama is the poster boy, but there was a validation of how this thing was progressing for all of the other Japanese golfers coming behind.
Keita Nakajima of Japan to win the championship. Nakajima has won the 2021 Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, and what a year for Japanese golf.
Ever since Takumi won, Japan is always a threat to win. And I think a lot goes back to not only Hideki, but more recently, Takumi's win.
Hideki showed Takumi what was possible, how to play the game at the highest level. And so Takumi wins. And then he shows Keita Nakajima, and he wins. That's how you grow this great game. We are 60 miles southwest of Tokyo. Japan proud to be hosting the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship for the second time.
As the 2024 Asia Pacific Amateur got underway, one group in particular had everyone's attention.
This is our featured group, and they are impressive. China, led by Welin Ding, the pre-championship favorite, is the 5th-ranked amateur player of the world, highest ranked in this field. The defending champion, Jasper Stubbs, outstanding young player from Australia. And then Rintaro Nakano of Japan, leading a strong Japanese contingent, Frank.
3 of the best players in the field.
And while Stubbs didn't have his A game,
just a little out of sorts here in the early going in defense of his championship.
The other two did not disappoint.
Welin Ding, he is rolling his rock.
Nakano down the hill. These greens are quick enough.
Wow, that is for Eagle. Physical player, not unlike Matsuyama. Excellent shot.
It's just a matter of time before he hits the professional ranks.
Oh, wow, what a shot. High for the lead. Watching 2 of the best amateurs in the game.
Rain would dominate the next 2 days, making an already demanding golf course more difficult.
We are on the land of the rising sun. It would be nice to see it.
At the close of the second round, all 10 of Japan's players made the cut and looked to take control of the championship.
And yet another Japanese player in the thick of it.
But it was Welin Ding and fellow countryman Zuchen Zhou who moved to the top of the leaderboard, heading into the final round.
Zhou from China with Welin Ding, 9 under par.
Since the Asia Pacific Amateur began 15 years ago, Japan isn't the only country who has seen significant growth in the game. While China can't boast having a player like Matsuyama, the play of Ding and Zhou is proof alone that they've built something special as well.
Chance? Oh, yes.
3 Chinese players had previously won the Asia Pacific Amateur, but its first, Tianlang Guan, remains the championship's most improbable winner.
China had not made that stage up until this point. No one thought that a 14-year-old kid was ready.
Pushes the lead back to 2.
Once you got past the fact that he was 14 years old, you realize he had everything you could ask of a championship player, though he was in a tiny little package. He was giving up a ton of yards off the tee, but he consistently hit phenomenal shots.
He seemed totally unflappable.
No sign of nerves.
Here was a 14-year-old kid with a chance to change his life. That island green at 17 would give any seasoned professional the jitters. He stood firm and hit what turned out to be an incredible golf shot into the 17th hole.
Great shot given the circumstances.
Wow.
He had a roughly 10-foot putt for the win, and this kid made it.
Wow. History has been made here in Thailand.
I'm really happy to win this tournament, and I really look forward to next year's Masters, and I think it will be great fun.
It was something frankly unimaginable that a 14-year-old could do what he did. And then fast forward, he's still 14 in April, and he goes to the Masters. So here, a patron looks on the other side of the ropes, and you see Tiger Woods, and you see a Phil Mickelson, and then you see a 14-year-old Tianlang Guan. He deserved to be there. That's what was so cool.
I think many people would have actually questioned, how is a 14-year-old boy going to even be able to get around this course? He can't hit it far enough. He performed with excellence. And he made the cut and became the low amateur on the week.
He handled himself beautifully, and the impact it had to have had in China was profound. Wan Tianlang was the first to do something on the men's side of significance.
It's an incredible story and clearly changed the face of amateur golf in China for many years to come.
It's the final round of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship in Japan at the base of Mount Fuji, Taiheiyo Club Gotemba.
Entering the final round of the 2024 Asia Pacific Amateur Championship, Welin Ding and Zuchen Zhou of China held a two-shot lead over Japan's Rentaro Nakano. Because of Ding's high amateur ranking, he was in line to receive a DP World Tour card through the Global Amateur Pathway Program, meaning this was potentially his final round before turning pro. For Zhou and Nakano, invitations to the Masters and Open Championship were one good round away.
Crucial putt for Welin Ding, who does not have a whole lot of weaknesses in his game. Look out, wow! Best player in the field, trying to leave no doubt.
Every swing looks the same, Frank. It's beautiful to watch.
Showing the field no mercy right now.
After 9 holes, Ding opened up a 3-shot lead, but Nakano and Zhou made things interesting down the stretch.
Don't count out Rintaro Nakano just yet. Zuchen Zhou at 11.
To put pressure. Oh, and striked it. Chance to close the gap.
There we go. Now it's getting interesting.
As they approached the 17th tee, Welin Ding's lead was down to a single stroke over Zhou.
And back at 17, the par 3. 229 yards today.
Be the club.
Oh, what a shot. That is the kind of shot winners hit. Zhou having a go at the 18th.
Well, this is going to work out. It's got a chance.
Wow. So he'll tap, and he'll sit and wait. See what Welin Ding does. Birdie putt, Welin Ding. That is pure, and that is for the lead. Needs to play it safe at 18, and the title is probably his. Nakano is for eagle or any chance at the title. Oh, so it will not be enough. Now the stage is there for Welin Ding. He has done it. Welin Ding wins the 2024 Asia Pacific Amateur Championship.
What did you prove to yourself this week through all of the challenges that this championship gave you?
I just really grateful for this tournament, and I just tell myself how to be good.
This one means a lot. Congratulations.
Following his victory, Ding joined the DP World Tour, even though it meant giving up the chance to play the Masters and the Open Championship as an amateur. By turning pro, he added his name to a long list of former Asia-Pacific amateur players, now competing at the game's highest level.
They're household names in the professional game. Hideki Matsuyama, Cam Smith, C.T. Pan, Ryan Fox, Minwoo Lee. The list goes on and on. All of them walk through these halls and on that course to get to where they are.
It was one of the best tournaments because it had the feeling of, now that I know, playing a major. To be able to play to get into the Masters as an amateur, it holds so much weight, and I know it got us ready for events, you know, that I am playing now and in professional golf.
For us to have an event that was broadcast live with everything that's associated with it, it was great to have that experience at an amateur event. There's been quite a few of us that have played the Asia Pacific and then made it to the Masters, and you can definitely see the regions producing more and more top-level players.
その最初の方でプレーできて、僕はすごく恵まれていると思いますし、ね、これから先アジアの子たちが何年後かで勝つことがあれば、もっともっとね価値が高まっていくんじゃないかなっていうのがあって、その最初のね一人になれて僕は嬉しいなと思います。
This championship was the idea of my predecessor, Billy Payne, who really knew what the power of international sports could do. And we've had several amateurs who have gone on to have great professional careers.
The Asian Amateur has been an incredible addition to highlighting the talent coming out of that area, and it's so vitally important to keep that pipeline coming from around the world.
I think we've done something special for the game, and long may it continue to grow.
Alums of the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship have won 25 PGA Tour events, 2 major championships, 120 other tournaments on tours around the world. Success is undeniable. It is producing. And I really believe this will be the most significant Grow the Game initiative ever presented.